Namaskaram to everybody. The ultimate objective of human birth is to attain Jivan Mukti, which is possible only by fulfilling our duties to our family in which we are born and to the society, our country, our world in which we are living. Both these duties have to be fulfilled by each human being. That is the objective of this very birth. Then only our entire karmas get released and we can attain Jivan Mukti or moksha. If one concentrates only in fulfilling the family duties, forgetting the society, then they are releasing only half of the karmas and they need to take birth after birth to release these karmas. Because what we are doing to our micro family, though it is part of our life, this is being done even by all the five sense animals also. They take care of the kids and they procreate all these things. But as a human being, man, he is next to the God, one step below God, and he can attain godly states only when he releases all karma, which is possible. Because we form the society, we all people join together, we form the society. And it is for us, its responsibility is there for us to see that this society is in a very harmonious way and where what we call Vasudeva Kutumbakam means the entire world is like a family. In this family, all our brothers and sisters. And in our family, when somebody is in trouble, we all join together and see how we can bring them up. Similarly, the entire society, we not only should concentrate only in fulfilling our personal duties, family duties. All the people have got this this notion that I have no duty towards the society. Why I have to care for the society? No, I don't have any. I have to only take care of my family. This is because our prarabdha karma shows. Because we came from the animal, then we are in the human form. Still, we have that animal nature of taking care of our own family alone till our last breath. See, we educate, we get married, we get procreate, we give them education, we see the get married and we see our grandchildren finally die. This is what even a five sense animal does. How we can attain moksha is by fulfilling our duties both to our family and the society. Then only it leads one to attain moksha and at the same time in the world, if all people do the same thing, that brings Vishwa Shanti. So individual Shanti and Vishwa Shanti has got a correlation. If you fulfill your duties to family and society, you will attain moksha. By which, when all the people do their duty to society, there will be Vishwa Shanti. And this is the order of nature. So, each human being has to realize his social responsibility. That's why I'm launching this People's Social Responsibility Awareness Campaign. The objective of this, each person, they have to fulfill it. The present day, why it is most important is that now we are in the national election, parliament election is coming. So, if you see in our election results, once the election is over, the election commission announces that only 50% of population, 50% are voted, 55% are voted, 60%, maximum 70% of places. So, why there 40% people are not voting? Who are these people? If you see, mostly they are educated, elite people. And they feel that what is the necessity of going voting? Somebody, unscrupulous person is going to come and rule. And instead of wasting, so whomsoever we vote, ultimately these people, unscrupulous people don't do anything to us. They will not come to us. Even if they come for voting, after next 5 years, they will not turn up the state, not do anything good for us. What is the necessity vote? So let us not vote. That is the mindset of majority of educated and rich people who are not going for voting. Because of non-voting of this 40%, what happens? The 50% people who are voting, there are mostly poor people who have been bribed by these politicians by giving money. So ultimately, those 50% voters, they have been bribed, mostly. I am not telling entirely. So the result is Today we have 5 corner, 4 corner, 3 corner elections. People are there. So the result is votes get split. Whereas if 40% voting is not there, the margin of each person will be less, where the right good candidate may lose at a small margin, whereas a unscrupulous man become an elected member and he swindles the money. That is what is happening for the last 76 years since our independence. If you see Japan, which after World War II, despite two atomic bombs blast by the US, they survived and they picked up. In 45 years, they became developed nation mainly because people and the government focused on two things, mainly education, health, and then employment automatically. Education, health, and employment, these are three factors where people, mainly people, and supported by government, they attained. And we people feel that only the government has to see that our nation becomes a developed nation. No. Government can can do support only the poor people to a certain extent, but the economic upliftment of 140 crore people the wholeness doesn't lie only with the government. It is we people, it is we corporates in this country have to join together in the government effort to build up this developed nation. So in that first, we have to see that we elect a right government which contributes for the economic development of the country and the people. So for that, 100% voting is mandatory, because voting is mandatory for everyone to vote. It is a right. If you see in Singapore and all, 100% voting takes place whenever elections happen. At least 99%, 1% maybe due to because of some ill health or out of country like that. But in India, why this? We educated people are not realizing our social responsibility, because of which we are not going for voting. Instead, we spend some time by enjoying that holiday. So I request first people should first primary responsibility, because our future lies on our voting this time. So please vote, 100% voting, please ensure. Don't hesitate to go. Even the barkings and people, let us fulfill our duty first as a honorable citizen, honest citizen. And this is to elect the right people. When 100% voting takes place, people, educated people very well know who is the right person to vote, and they will vote only for the person who can give good governance and see that the country grows in a developed status, who has that vision. That is very important. This is one step. Second, now the government, though we elect the right government, the second thing is what we individually can have to do for this as a social responsible person. So under individual social responsibility and a corporate social responsibility, we have to fulfill our duties. And this an individual social responsibility, what can I do? You can say. Because each person is having a WhatsApp, maybe everybody will have a WhatsApp group somewhere, because now with the smartphone coming, the social media has become very vibrant. So each person is got 256 members is allowed in a WhatsApp group. So your family members, people living here, and your children, grandchildren, maybe living in US, UK, Germany, or various foreign countries, earning good. So the individual social responsibility doesn't lie with the people living in India. Those who got educated here and settled abroad, they got more responsibility to see that our country grows. This is our motherland grows. People in motherland grow and we attain developed status. For which all the people in the individual social responsibility, each person in the WhatsApp group, who are all their members, family members, relatives, friends, and their children abroad, all people join together, they form a trust, a society, pull in the funds, and see that you use it for the development of poor in 3 areas: education, employment, health. These 3 areas. The education, how we can contribute, because there are so many children who need support for higher education. You can extend the needed support for higher education. And especially youth, you can give them job-oriented training through support them to get that train and become an employable asset to the nation. Conduct a medical camp and help people who are in need of medical support. So health, education and employment, these 3 areas, each people, a small area. Employment now we can create. You know so many people, because we may have contacts various places. Wherever job needs are there, you can just pass on to the people surrounding you who are in need of job. You can just put a word, Whoever needs any job, you can just enquire us. We will try to see we can fix. Like this, each and every person, a small drop of water makes an ocean. We can contribute ourselves for the economic upliftment, not by giving money to anybody. Education, health, and employment. These three areas you can ensure that can contribute individually to the people. Similarly, corporates also should focus on these three areas. Especially their focus should be on the higher level. There are so many remote places, villages where they don't have proper schools with high standard education. So under CSR, with the support of government, you can start building schools or constructing classrooms, lab equipments, smart classrooms, where smart screens by which people can be given high quality education. So education, the corporate under corporate should be more importance. And similarly health. So in remote villages we don't have clinics, they don't have hospitals. So we can concentrate on see wherever there is schools, college, where hospitals are needed. Ensure that clinics and hospitals come so that people there get the right type of health development aspects for them. Yoga meditation also you can join in this health council. And next is employment. So especially this corporate social responsibility in each area, in each assembly constituency area, they can start a center where they can provide job-oriented training, self-employment training, personal development training, and competitive examination coaching, and also placement center. You can link all each center throughout the India, each assembly center should be started and provide these things. You can link all the entire centers throughout the India under each constituency and create a network by which you collect all the information from job seekers and also the companies who need jobs. You just share so that any part of the country, anywhere, is used searching for employment should get an employment opportunity. These things, and especially people interested in sports, games, music, dance, keep this card, the CSR, through this Yogendra. We have to give training to them and see they achieve maximum success. So they can participate in Olympics or any higher level exams and get medals for us. That is not only that, it also gives them an opportunity to shape their career in that line, which is very important, where we are contributing for the solving the unemployment problem. So these are the roles what individual social planning, corporate social people can do to see that you contribute for the economic upliftment of the poor surrounding you or in your native place, whatever the case may be. So like everybody wants that the entire nation's economic growth, entire people in the country, their economic growth improves, by which only the country can say that we have attained the economic status. When people are starving with poverty, illiteracy and unemployment, you say, taking a clutch of bureaucrats and say we have attained the developed nation. No. 140 people should come out of this poverty, then only you can call developed nation. For which what you need to do? Through this individual social, corporate social, one should concentrate and see they contribute for the economic upliftment of the people surrounding them. So by doing this, you are not only contribute for the economic growth of the country, this service to the humanity is service to God. And this clears your karmas and take you in the path of Jivan Mukti Moksha. So spiritually, this leads to attaining moksha. Socially, this leads to upliftment of the country from the developing to developed state, which is the right and the duty of every individual. So let us all join together. First, focus presently, immediately on going to vote on that day. 100% voting, please ensure. Second thing, on the individual social responsibility and the corporate social responsibility, focus on giving three aspects: education, employment, health. So Japan became a developed nation in 45 years, and we are already reaching. We should not. We have that intelligence. We have that capacity. We can prove to the world that we can achieve it. So awaken. Arise, awaken. Stop not, still you reach success. That is the Taraka mantra of some Vivekananda. Follow that thing and see that you contribute for the economic growth of yourself and also for the economic growth of all the individuals surrounding you, especially the poor. And let us all join together and build a developed India. Jai Hind.